You know, normally you guys are seeing me do car reviews where I'm driving different cars, telling you about my own. Today we're doing something totally different. We're doing some golf car reviews because I live in a town called Peachtree City, Georgia, and we've got 100 miles of golf car path that connect the whole town. So most of the time, a lot of us are hopping on a golf car before we're actually getting in an actual car. But there are a lot of new models that have come to the market, and a lot of them aren't so great. So today I wanted to show you a few that I borrowed from some friends, and I'm going to show you when it comes to your dollar, man, you get what you pay for in the world of golf cars. And there's a reason that I love club cars so much. Let's go check these out. So let's start with the mark of excellence. This is the Club Car Onward Lithium Lifted 4-passenger. Now, Club Car has been making golf cars for over 60 years, and it shows not only in their reliability, their drivability, but the fact that their parts and service actually still reigns true. I mean, I personally own a 2006 club car that I passed down to my daughter last year, and her two sisters will also get that. You know why? Because you can still get the parts that you need to keep these on the road, and they last because they're made with quality. They are assembled here in Georgia. This thing's beautiful. I mean, when you take a look underneath the seats, you really see the quality is in everything. Not only the aluminum frame, but the connectors. They think of all of the things that are gonna get wear and tear on them, and they make sure that those things are gonna last. This is what you want. Okay, so first up, this is an Evolution Forester. Now, when you look at this cart, on paper, you think, oh, it's comparable, right? It's really not. When you get up close to it, the fit and finish of everything is just off. I mean, even when you look underneath here, like this stuff doesn't have the same look, fit, and finish in any capacity. I can see on this steel frame, a lot of the welds to me look spotty, like they've got a lot of kind of slag that's hanging off of them, but they just painted over it anyway. Now, this one had to have an update because my friends were having trouble with the lithium pack charging, and that apparently is pretty standard for this. But each thing that you sort of look and feel and touch, to me, it just feels cheap. It's got a backup camera on there, and it's got a place for a license plate, because this is sold as an LSV, but on the dash, right here, it says, never operate on public roads. So wait, you're saying it's sold as a low-speed vehicle, which can operate on public roads if you register it as such, but the manufacturer is even telling you, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't drive on public roads. Well, that feels like a bit of an oxymoron, doesn't it? Like, again, that's the money that you're paying for this, a little over $10,000, and that's the quality you get? Yeah, I think I'll pass. Let's check out another one. So next up is a Coleman Candy. Now, Coleman is a brand that I've known my whole life as something that is quality, especially for camping and the stuff they do off-road. To me, this looks like a cart that they bought and they put their name on, because to me, it doesn't have that level of quality that we're used to. When you look again at the fit and finish of this one doesn't feel right. It just feels bulky in the drive. Again, when you look underneath it, this one's different. It's the little things on here that really add up quickly. Like, you can tell that this just wasn't great engineering. This thing just pogo sticks everywhere you go. That's not what feels good, especially to your passengers riding in the back. Also, the roof, that's beyond annoying in a world where there are bumps everywhere you go. Now, here's what's weird to me. When you sit on here, even the seats, like, this feels like sandpaper. And I'm sure someone thought that this would be durable, but it's not comfortable. Also, when my friends bought this, there are 3 tires that are the same manufacturer and 1 that is not. A brand new cart with a mismatched tire. Those little things add up, especially when you're paying almost $10,000 for one of these. Plus, there's something about the steering that doesn't feel right. I don't know if it's that they use the wrong steering wheel for the ratio of the size of the tires and how it feels like it's turning. It just doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel good the whole time. I'm not sure if it's the hub or the steering wheel itself, but something is definitely off in this system. And there's one more. So next up, this is the Denago Rover XL. This is a forward-facing rear seat, right? So it has a little bit of a stretch sort of vibe to it, how it's built off. This one is perplexing to me. I'm still not sure why my friends bought it. For example, the fit and finish of these just is really poor. This is the front hatch here, I didn't open it, it won't stay closed. Nothing feels right to me. Like, I can't just lift up the seat. You gotta, like, take it apart, and then here's the stuff. But, I mean, the fact that so many of these things just feel like they are fuses and control panels that it feels like they just bought online and then put together. Like, this doesn't feel like quality fit and finish to me. It's the little stuff like this, like the seat belts. One buckle is facing forward, the other is facing backward. That was a mistake. But when you're paying this much money for something that you think is gonna last, like, that's gonna annoy you every single time you get in there. Or the fact that the wiring on these just is not up to par. The wiring for the backup camera actually dropped out and then got damaged, and now the backup camera doesn't work. Again, this one's like 6 months old. So what are people paying all this money for? Oh, is it for the thought of, like, this has a fancy screen and it's got a speaker that you turn on at the back? That's assuming that a branch doesn't, like, grab this wire as you're just cruising around. So when you look at these 3 carts, I mean, I get it. They aren't terrible looking. I see why my friends each bought these, but really they did it because they didn't call me first. But when you take a look at any of these new kind of off brands that are coming out, they all just want to be like Club Car, except it's like they didn't know how to do it. It's almost as if they had AI look up how to build a golf car, and then they ordered the parts, and this is what you get. But at the end of the day, this is actually what quality looks and feels like. Reliability, the durability, parts that are available, these things last. I mean, again, the reason that these Onward golf carts are so good is because they're made with quality. So you know what? The choice is clear. You get what you pay for. If you're gonna spend that much money on a golf car, get yourself a quality one. Go get yourself a Club Car. You won't be disappointed. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.